Now, I know this news probably makes a lot of you guys happy, but I'm telling you, GameStop closing is not a good thing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. If you're finding me for the very first time, please do me a huge favor. Click that like and subscribe button. More importantly, that like button. If you don't want to subscribe, that's absolutely 100% fine. Hit that like button because it helps out a lot, especially with this YouTube algorithm, and it's a whole thing. It really is. Another thing that's a whole thing is apparently, according to several different sources, GameStop will be closing close to 320 stores in the year 2020. A lot of people might be celebrating this. To me, I think this is a tragedy. I really do. Now, I understand that people always make jokes about GameStop. You go trade your games in, you get like $1 for it. I think those people don't understand how business works and how they get their profit and all that stuff. That's where, like, if you go trade anything into anything, whether it's like a pawn shop or something, you're always going to get that kind of rate because of what it takes to make a profit on stuff like that. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I want to talk about how I'm upset about this because I think the GameStop close by my house is going to be one of the ones closing. I was in GameStop about 3-4 weeks ago, and I'm friends with the manager there. You know, I go there all the time. We talk about Halo. He sees my Halo tattoo. And I was talking to him, and I'm like, you know, how's it going here? You know, and he's like, I keep telling everybody we just have to stay open until holiday season. If we can make it to holiday season, we're going to be fine because they're closing all these different stores. And he was really, really worried. Well, now during this whole coronavirus thing, the store closed. That store is no longer open. Now I have to go to a store about 30 minutes from my house, and I can't even go in the store. I have to order stuff online. That's a whole nother thing because if I order something online, I buy something pre-owned, I get there, it won't even have the cover. So it's a whole thing to deal with. It really is. I want to be able to go into the store. The problem is GameStop was already having massive amount of problems, okay? I mean, they're talking about rebranding, you know, laying off CEOs and so many problems. And then this virus hits and it forces so many of these different stores to close down. So now these little stores, like the one next to my house that was already struggling, just trying to make it until the PS5 and new Xbox comes out so they can get some sales, those stores are being closed down and they can't be opened. And then other stores are being forced to do curbside delivery. So do you want to do that? Like, do I want to order Dragon Ball FighterZ pre-owned on the Xbox One, you know, get there and they hand me a copy that has no cover, it's just the disc? Do I want to do that? Or would I rather just wait, order it on Best Buy, and get it through the mail? See, stuff like that is what's ruining GameStop. And I know a lot of people don't like GameStop, but I feel like GameStop is good for business. It's good for gamers. You know, say what you want about it, but I like every now and then just going into GameStop, even if I'm not buying anything. I love to just go into GameStop and browse. And 9 times out of 10, you know, I'll see something and maybe it's like $10 or $15 and I'll pick it up. But if we don't have the opportunity to even go to a GameStop to buy something, then that's not good for the company, in my opinion. That's not good for gaming, in my opinion. I understand gaming is changing. Media itself is changing. We are getting away from the physical media. Movies has already started this. Video games is in that way. Comic books is like that. I went from physical comics to digital comics. I'm slowly going from physical movies to digital movies. I've already done digital music for about 5-6 years now. I can't even tell you the last time I bought an actual physical CD. So yes, gaming is going that way, but there still is something special going into a game store and picking up a physical game that you can hold and bring it to your house and play it that way. I still like physical media. I do buy a lot of digital games. I was forced to buy Resident Evil 3, which comes out tonight. I was forced to get that digitally. I did pre-order it at GameStop. But the GameStop that I pre-ordered it at, guess what? It's closed. I called. I'm like, hey, what am I supposed to do? They're like, oh, well, we don't know what you got to do. You got to call customer service. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm just going to eat the $5 and I'm going to go ahead and just pre-order on digitally. It's already downloaded. I can play it as soon as it hits midnight tonight. So yes, I understand the benefits of digital versus physical. That's not the debate that I'm trying to have. There are benefits to both sides. That's not the debate of the discussion here. The debate of the discussion is, it is sad that a company like GameStop is closing. Granted, a lot of these problems they brought on themselves. Like, there's a mall in Orlando where there's literally 2 GameStops in the same fucking mall. I'm not making this shit up. There's a GameStop as soon as you walk in, and at the far end of the mall, there's another GameStop. See, stuff like that is stupid. You're wasting money. You're wasting, profits sitting there paying employees to run 2 stores in the same mall, having to pay lot rent in the mall. Like, it is this whole thing. So I understand GameStop sort of brought a lot of this on themselves. But also, this situation with the coronavirus isn't helping matters, and I am one that don't want to see GameStop die. I like going to GameStop. I think it's fun. I like having a conversation. Just like I love going to comic shops. Even though I don't buy physical comics anymore, I still love to go to comic shops, see what some of the new books are. If there's a good cover, I pick up the covers and I put it on the wall. I love going to these things of nerdom and geekdom and just have fun there. And for GameStop to close, I think it's a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing. Whether or not they survive this whole ordeal is yet to be seen. But that's just sort of my thoughts on it, guys. I didn't mean to ramble on for too long on this situation. But yeah, GameStop closing over 300 stores in 2020. It's not good. It's not good. Hopefully they still manage to stick around. The next year and a half is going to be challenging for them. But I want to know what you guys think, really. How do you feel about GameStop closing over 300 stores just this year alone? Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.